Oof. Yo, happy weekend. Ronski here. Iba naman tayong setup ngayon. This past few weeks kasi, the work requires me to travel to Subic every day. San Fernando to Subic. Tayo muna yung tumao dun sa branch office natin. For those who tuned in, ngayon lang, and you're a first-timer dito sa Weekend Warrior channel. We do weekend adventures kasi weekdays are for work days. So we try to strike a balance lang between work and life and fun. So ang weekends natin usually do different things. We started cycling, hiking with friends, family, other adventures also. We feature hobbies. The most recent one, if I'm not mistaken, feature natin yung RC racing. May racetrack tayo, booster racetrack dito sa Ziran. Ziran yun eh. Check out the video kung hindi pa nyo napanood. This is brought to us by Doc T3. RC advocates natin dito. Pampatanggal ng stress niya yan eh. At ang kanyang grupo sa RC Racing. Kakaiba. Sobrang saya din. Check niyo yung mga setups nila. We do that and then we do yung mga casual riding natin. Speaking of casual, shout out to Casual Riding TV. Sorry brother hindi nakasama sa inyo dun sa last adventure ninyo. So, ayun. We do that and then kapag gusto nating magtanggal ng stress lang, kahit short ride lang, no? Gamit natin yung Vespa o kaya naman yung Bitpillen 401 natin. Bitpillen 401. You know, it started as a Husqvarna na Svartpilen 200. Sabi ko noon, ito yung dream bike ko eh. Tumitingin-tingin ako ng motor pa. Gustong-gusto ko talaga yung forma ng Svartpilen. Ngayon, nakapag-upgrade na tayo finally after several years. Sama-sama tayo sa Husky Group. Naka 401 sila halos. Kaya nakapag-expressway. Hindi naman tayo pwedeng magkamote na naka 200 tayo tapos mag-expressway tayo. Hindi pwede. So, when we got the chance, we upgraded to a 401 Bitpillen. And so far, it's been awesome. So there, those are my weapons of choice pagdating sa two wheels. And ito naman yung pambiyahe natin. We got this Honda Jazz. Matagal na sa atin to. OG. Simpleng lang naman ito. Setup lang naman itong Jazz na to. Naka BC coilovers lang naman siya. Tsaka, some aesthetic Chena. So, ang daming daldal. We've got long drives in the morning and afternoon. I figured, sagutin natin yung mga laging tinatanong sa comments. I've got my list here para mawala din yung inip natin sa biyahe. Okay, umpisahan natin sa first question natin. Ito lagi ko nakukuha to why the Vespa? We've got a white Vespa and yun talaga yung tinarget natin nung kumukuha tayo ng Scoot for myself. Ang dahilan ko nun why I'm getting the Scoot is at the time, shortly after the pandemic is over, mataas pa rin yung mga gas prices at the time. Kaya ayun, mas mainam na magtipid sa commute gamit ang Scoot. Well, it started as a Honda Zoomer X. Yun ang ginagamit ko pang pasok sa work. But a lot of reasons kung bakit nag-upgrade. So when I jumped the gun na mag-upgrade na, syempre kailangan mo ng safety features like what do you call that? Sa brakes, ABS. Siyempre, naghanap ako ng ABS. And at that time, bidang-bida yung ADV 160. Parang palabas pa lang siya nun eh. So that you can get to anywhere, di ba? Uso nun yung motovlog, mga pasyal-pasyal, ganyan. Sabi ko, baka pwede kong itry ito. Kaso, nakikita natin is daming ADV sa daan. Gusto natin, syempre kahit pa paano is to differentiate ourselves. Diba? Parang yung choice mo of your vehicle or your moto is a reflection of your personality. Kung hindi man masyado as a stock unit, diba, ang ginagawa ng karamihan is binibihisan nila to express their personalities onto the bike or sa kotse whatever. So, ang decision natin is we consider the Vespa. Kasi I'm the type of person na pagka binili ko na, I tend to get attached to the unit somehow. Yan, mahirap mag-let go. Kinda, no? I'm thinking na parang hindi naman, pero yeah, looking back. Diba? Zoomer X, nandiyan pa rin naman. Yung nilet go ko lang yung Smart Villain kasi I had no choice. Pero up to this point, if may budget, I'll still get a Smart Villain. Pero 401 naman. But that's another story. Pangmatagalan yung point, no? Pag kukuha ko. So, I lean towards the Vespa kasi isip ko, kahit tumagal ito ng 10 years or more, still the Vespa. Baga, it's going to be timeless. It's bumpy. One of the allure of Vespa is that it's timeless. Kahit anong unit pa ang meron mo, di ba? Whether it's a vintage unit from the 1960s or onwards, no? Kung saan, ano ka man, era ka man, 1980s or 2000s, ganyan. Of course, at the time na lumabas siya, trendy siya, medyo modern din, of course, no? So, but it's the same vibe pa rin. It's the same Vespa feels. So, sa panahon ngayon, I got a modern Vespa. Isip ko nun, kahit tumagal to ng 10 years, or actually, that's my minimum eh. Dapat masulit ko siya ng mga 10 taon. Yan. That is also trying to justify the cost of the unit kasi hindi siya biro. Hindi naman tayo yayamanin. We're just getting by. Pero marunong din naman tayo mag-ipon. And ang justification natin dyan, yung ginagastos natin na pang gas, kung kukuha tayo ng scoot natin for myself, yun na lang yung panghulog ko. So, parang ganun pa. Kaya nagkaroon ng budget for that. And then, I try to spread that out in a 10-year period. So, ganun ko ginastify. Ngayon, mostly, Vespa na yung gamit ko. Pero ito, long drive kasi, di ba? So, there. That's the ADV. The ADV. That's the Vespa story natin. O, di ba? Nawawala yung inip natin sa biyahe. We're not even using the radio. Ayos Okay, on to the next question. Need ba magpa-remap pag nagpalit ng exhaust? Okay, need ba daw magpa-remap kapag nagpalit ng exhaust sa scooter? I can only speak for myself. I'm not an expert. Far from being an expert. Wala naman super drastic na changes nung nagpalit ako ng mufflers. Kasi parang di pa ako nagpalit ng exhaust pipe. Siguro nagpalit, but it's usually the same specs. Kaya, yun, muffler lang. Order lang tayo ng grub natin, ha?
Hello po, this IDD Desserting.
Hello, good morning. Isang cheesy egg disal meal, hot coffee yung drink, please. Okay. We've got our breakfast. I eat on the go. Sunog ang kape. Sunog ang kape nyo, Macdo. Over-extract ata. You can tell sa smell. So, I don't remember us changing the exhaust pipe. Kahit sa Vitpilin, actually, I got it. Naka-reroute yung exhaust, but I brought it back to stock. Hinahanap ko yung rrrr. Wala siyang ganun. Well, sa scoots naman, since they're scoots, yung tunog Vespa na vintage scooter pa rin siya. But ngayon, kasi naka-M1 Akrapovic tayo. Doon, medyo bassy lang din siya. I haven't had a need for remap sa mga exhaust natin, mods natin so far. But with all the mods na ginawa natin, mostly air intake the air filter, the intake tube, we enlarged that. Parang naramdaman natin, may shift in power. Mostly doon sa low end. Yung dulo, nawala. I'm revisiting now the advice of our Vespa peeps na itong M1 mo, baga nire-restrict niya somehow. yung makina natin or something. In the words of the great Bes Paratut, suputya ko eh. So, yeah, we'll revisit that. So far, yun lang naman. So far, no issues with the remap. Hirap ng malabo mata. Saan nabili yung para sa phone? Ang dami nagtatanong, no? Saan daw nabili yung mount para sa phone? Yung grab rail. Yan. Usually, yun mga nakikita ninyo sa vlogs natin kasi, di ba? So, yun, I think all, if not all, mostly ng mga parts natin, we get it from Shopee, the orange app. Usually, take a look at the reviews kung okay siya. Normally naman, ang mga issues na experience ko is mga fitment issues, mga konting damage, dings, ganun, scratch sa packaging or safekeeping, ganun. Kung di naman masyado, like, kaya ng OC ko na pagtiyagaan, then I let it go. Especially sa mga racks. Hindi naman ako magsesela na sa racks kasi tatalian mo din naman siya or maghihigpit ka dun ng mga camera mounts, ganyan. So, hindi tayo masyado maselan sa rack. Dun sa front naman, Shopee lang din galing yan. Okay, next question. Anong gamit mo na camera and editor? Ito, magandang question to. Anong gamit mo na camera and editor sa videos? I started with the GoPro nung nagsisimula tayo. My first ever camera, action camera, was GoPro 10. I use it mainly for cycling nun. Kaya if you take a look back at the videos na unang na-upload sa channel na to, mostly cycling sila. Yan, GoPro 10 tayo. But, katakot-takot na issues, overheating issues, stalling issues. And in the end, after mo mag-shoot, wala kang usable footage. It's also the time na nag-transition na tayo to DJI. And sa DJI, di ba, maganda yung output niya, almost similar to mga cameras ginagamit for photos, videos, ng events, gano'n. Not just an action cam. Kumbaga, yung quality na yon, they brought it to the action cam. And then, I learned about color grading. I got an editor PC. By that, I just mean na yung specs niya, yung entry-level specs niya is kaya niya mag-edit. Sobrang baba lang naman ng specs. I think I can't even accommodate DaVinci Resolve. I'm taking it out with Adobe Premiere. So, we try and learn as much as we can dun sa editing natin using the Adobe Premiere. May spin-off na tanong dito, yeah. Sige, tapusin muna natin yung mga camera. So, since we got the DJI, from GoPro 10, nag-DJI tayo, we got the Action 4 camera. Nakatsyempo ako na, I think that was in October. It's a Black Friday sale ba yung tawag doon? Nag-sale yung Shopee store ng DJI. I got it for a really bargain price. Like, kalahati lang nung cost ng GoPro. Yeah. And I was super happy about it. And then, yun, mas maliit siya. At this point, I'm super biased na doon sa DJI. Siyempre, kapag may video ka, you're good with the video. And then, titingnan mo naman yung audio naman. So, si DJI has even better mic, diba? So, may DJI mics available. Pero, it's too pricey kasi. That time, bago yung DJI Mic 2, yung medyo malalaki. You can buy a single one, pero yun nga, the issue was a little bit not naitatago. Sobrang laki siya. Ito, then, lumabas yung DJI Mic Mini. We paired the Action 4 dito sa Mic Mini natin. Then, nagamit natin siya several videos natin sa hiking, cycling, sa moto, and with no issues. Galing yung DJI. And dahil naka-DJI Action 4 na tayo, tapos medyo gamay na natin yung sistema niya, DJI Mimo, ganyan. Gusto natin maging loyal to the brand also and stick to the ecosystem niya. At that time, wala pang Insta camera, a 360 camera rather, si DJI. So there is Insta 360. Para dual cam setup lang ang habol natin. No? Then we have the mic mini. Yun yung setup natin. Tapos later on, nung medyo nakaluwag-luwag na din, bayaran na natin silang lahat. Nag-sale naman din yung yung Action 5 Pro. So we got the Action 5 Pro. Naka-dual cam setup tayo na DJI ngayon. Minsan hindi na natin ginagamit yung Insta. Kasi yung style ko din pala, realizing this, kapag gagamit ako ng Insta360, I get to choose which angle, ganon. Pero yung output pa rin niya is D-warp pa rin. Yung output pa rin ng usual na camera. Minsan kasi, di ba, round siya, ganyan. Nakikita mo na 360 video. May mga comments ako nakuha ang ganon Parang nakakahilo daw, ganon. Nung umpisa, hindi ko pa siya alam. May nakalimutan ba ako? Yeah, those are the cameras that we have. The Action 4, 5 Pro, the 360, Insta360, X3. Ito, spin-off na question naman. Yung editor, Adobe Premiere, nabanggit ko rin yan. Ang talagang spin-off na question dyan is, where do you get the time to edit? Napaka-importanting tanong din yan. Lalo na itong may day job ka, di ba? The time that I have lang is pag-uwi. The schedule can give me 30 minutes to 1 hour, ganyan. In some cases, sa stretch to edit for 2 hours. Yeah. Depende sa pagod. Like kagabi, 30 minutes lang. Ang importante lang meron, paunti-unti, nagagawa mo siya. I always go back to that proverb ba yun or saying, diba? How do you eat an elephant? It's piece by piece. Just piece by piece. Work on bits by bits. Importante meron. So yeah, I do it on days sa gabi pagka nauwi. Just making sure I have enough time para sa rest and time kay misis. Sa mga kids naman, dinner is the time for them. May mga school work din naman sila. Minsan, we have common projects. And weekends, there's the time for family, there's the time for, usually, sa long stretch ng umaga or hapon, ganyan, na yan, upuan ko talaga siya na mag-edit at tapusin ko siya. Is there a schedule ng uploads natin? Usually, if natapos ko siya ng Friday o kaya na-polish ko siya ng Saturday, then I get to post it on a Saturday afternoon and then showing siya ng Sunday afternoon. Ideally, ganun siya, on a weekly schedule. Kaya lang, most cases, it takes me at least 2 weeks bago maka-shoot and upload. So that's the minimum I guess I'm imposing on myself na 2 videos every month. Every 2 weeks tayo. Pero kung may mga ganito na hindi masyadong edit heavy, like cut-cut lang. Another question, the question niya is, hindi po ba nag-overheat ang Vespa? Ito, unang encounter ko dito sa question na to, nung nag-Baguio ride kami ni Mrs. I guess maraming na-inspire dun sa Baguio ride na yon. In the sense na, why not, di ba? Take your scooter with you and have that long ride. Salamat naman, maraming nainganyo mag-ride papuntang Baguio. To answer the question, no issues whatsoever dun sa Vespa on that long ride or on other long rides like Maliko, like the West Luzon Loop. Again, I can only speak for my Vespa. Hindi naman siya nag-overheat. But, etong mga kasama ko, parang meron nag-overheat kasi nahirapan, nag-hard starting siya eh. So, pinalamig muna din namin siya. I guess the trick is kailangan mong maggawa ng stops. Before you think na overheat pala yung Vespa, nag-overheat siya, I guess, dahil naka-setup siya. So, may mga mods na ginawa doon sa motor na yon. May extra maintenance needed. And sa mga long ride naman na ganyan, I guess it's cool na once in every 100 kilometers, pahinga ka, at the same time, yung unit, papahinga din, di ba? Kahit mga 10-15 minutes. Ang ating Vespa Sprints naman kasi and Primaveras are not liquid-cooled. They're air-cooled. Generally, no. Hindi issue ang overheating kay Vespa. Unless gumawa ka ng Ironman some sort of ride mo. I think hindi naman siya designed for that. Being air-cooled and all. Medyo spin-off na question again doon is, hindi ba nahihirapan yung Vespa sa akyatan? Well, we got the 150 Sprint variant precisely because gusto nating mag-angkas at the same time magdala ng bagahe and umakyat. And so far, no. Hindi siya nahihirapan dun sa Cannon Road. Diba, after the Lion, may super matarik na part doon, yung S. No. The Vespa conquered that with flying colors. It definitely exceeded my expectations. Ngayon ko na-realize I got the Vespa without even a test ride. Sa kasama niya, no, sa mga friends. Yung bahala na kasi gustong-gusto ko siya. I'm more of a visual person, I guess. Una muna yung visual, tapos bahala na yung performance. And maybe I can tweak that out. Haba nitong natin Q&A stock is good ba talaga? Last question. Stock is good ba talaga? Loaded tong question na to. One of the reasons I got the Vespa, it being a mod-friendly moto. Sinabi ko kay Kuya Mike, I'm planning to get a Vespa. Sabi niya, daming parts ng Vespa, ganyan. Kasi I was telling him na ito yung mga considerations ko. Tapos yun, sabi niya, maraming parts si Vespa, bibihisan mo siya, ganun. Yun yung naging door opening sa akin para makita, what could be. Yan, dahil pa lang, I'm that type of person na visual, tapos gusto magkalikot, gustong magkaroon ng, 'di ba, impose mo yung expression mo dito sa unit mo na to. I guess that's the inner artist in me. Parang hindi tamang gamitin kasi na mapaganda si Vespa. Kasi by it being stock, maganda siya. Maganda na. Yung personality mo, you can, 'di ba, impose it doon sa unit mo with all these available mods. Tapos tayo naman, syempre, hindi naman tayo yayamanin. So, ganun din yung parts na nilalagay natin. So, just enough na maganda yung itsura, may purpose siya, makes us happy. Yun yung mga guidelines lang natin. Hindi rin tayo masyadong maselan sa mga parts. Like, kung magiging banged up din naman siya sa kakagamit, no need to buy it na super brand new, shiny, shimmering. Like, for example, I'm talking about the exhaust. Itong M1 kasi natin is a Shopee exhaust lang, kaya mumulang yan eh. But if we're considering yung kapalit nito or an upgrade, a used unit is okay for me. Tapos may mga tinatry lang tayo performance mods lang na super simple lang. One of the issues kasi na meron, issue ba to or it's just a characteristic lang ni it's just an issue kapag ka naghahanap ka ng something more. Yung power niya, even with the 150cc engine on paper, yung power niya hindi ganun karamdam. If you compare it to other 150cc na moto, medyo bitin siya kapag ka nasa daan ka na and then you're doing overtaking, ganyan. Just because mabigat yung Vespa kasi bakal siya. And yun yung I guess, ina-address kadalasan ng mga Vespa owners. Naglalagay sila ng CVT mods, some siguro performance upgrades. Ayan. And then mostly mga aesthetic na. Okay, I think stretch natin for just one last question. Ito, I got this question from Wiki. Sabi niya sa akin, what's your dream build? I haven't really thought of that. What's my dream build? Kasi I'm happy with the Vespa Sprint na meron tayo ngayon. Gusto ko lang is meron siyang decent na CVT. One that can keep up with the group. Kasi yun lang naman kailangan ko. Yung pagka nagva-vlog tayo, I have the power to get to the front of the line and then paiwan o dun sa front, even super ahead para makapag-take ng shots, and then kapag ka dumaan na sila, maiwan ako, I can catch up. So yun naman yung purpose ko dun, and di tayo mabibitin sa mga overtakes natin. So that's my need for a performance upgrade. Tapos yun, mga aesthetics lang siguro para sa picture-picture, ganyan. More of enjoying the ride feel and the performance niya kasi on the road. Yung mga turns, yung mga kapit niya sa daan, yan. Those are the things that I look forward to. Doon ako nag-enjoy sa riding. But, ngayon natanong ni Wiki, bukod ba sa Vespa Sprint, meron ba akong gusto ng ibang Vespa? Well, mas gusto ko yung Vespa GT300. The GTS. Yung ilaw na nasa taas pa rin yung niya, ilaw. GTV ata tama ba? GTV yung ilaw nasa fender or dun sa baba. Yan. Ang isip ko naman dyan is I like it because pang touring, tapos syempre may mga performance na siya, upgrades na siya, being a 300 engine. Yan nga lang, mabigat siya. I think that's it, no? Yung if ever may gusto ko talaga na Vespa, it's GTS. Cream or mocha looking, ayan, parang camel. So of course yung setup niya pang touring, may lagayan ng bags, tapos may pwedeng mangkas si misis para maikot natin. Malay nyo, di ba? Maikot natin, makapag-Philippine loop tayo. Pangarap natin ng Philippine loop. So there's the Daldalan Q&A. Have a great week ahead and even awesome weekend. This is Ronsky. Let's make our weekends extra fun. See ya!
Everything I'm living starting to feel like I'm dreaming. Working so hard, but there's people always sleeping. Never ever plan to quit when the weekends, cause I'm reaching my dreams and